What happens when first home buyers flood back into the market? Banks report soaring sentiment, and a new wave of policy support is on the horizon. You get a housing frenzy, and right now, Australia's property market is buzzing with a level of confidence not seen in years. The latest NAB Residential Property Index just hit a one-year high at +44, signaling optimism across the nation. For buyers, sellers, and investors, this surge raises an important question. Is the boom sustainable, or are we staring at another property bubble forming in plain sight? The confidence numbers that sparked headlines. The National Australia Banks Index tracks the pulse of the housing market based on surveys with property professionals. The recent results are striking. Index at +44, a strong rebound from the lows of 2023-2024. First home buyers now make up 40% of purchases, the highest share since December 2022. Investor activity climbing steadily, with rental demand fueling interest. Regional variation. Sydney and Melbourne remain hotbeds of activity, while Perth and Brisbane are also surging. Confidence is surging not just because of house prices, but also because buyer demand is rising faster than expected, despite higher interest rates in recent years. Why are buyers returning? 1. Policy support, a game changer. The Australian government has announced a new scheme launching in October that allows first home buyers to purchase with just a 5% deposit and avoid the costly lender's mortgage insurance, LMI. This move is expected to unlock thousands of buyers who were previously priced out. For younger Australians struggling to save while rents soar, this policy is a lifeline, and a big reason confidence is spiking. 2. Strong rental pressures. With vacancy rates in cities like Sydney and Melbourne hovering near record lows, many renters are opting to buy instead of waiting out the rental squeeze. Rising rents are making mortgage repayments look relatively more attractive. 3. Population growth and immigration. Australia's immigration rebound after the pandemic has intensified housing demand, especially in metropolitan areas. More people needing homes means upward pressure on both rents and property values. 4. Resilience. Despite rate hikes, interest rate increases over the past 2 years cooled the market temporarily, but Australian buyers have shown resilience. Many households adjusted budgets, and now, with inflation stabilizing, optimism is returning. The role of first home buyers. The standout story is the return of first home buyers. Accounting for 40% of market activity, they are reshaping dynamics. More competition. First-time buyers are bidding against investors and upgraders. Entry-level homes in demand, townhouses, apartments, and smaller detached homes are seeing intense competition. Government incentives. Beyond the 5% deposit scheme, state-level grants and stamp duty concessions are boosting activity. This resurgence not only reflects confidence, but also highlights the growing urgency among younger Australians to secure property before prices climb further. Regional hotspots. While national confidence is rising, the story differs across cities. Sydney, still Australia's most expensive market, but new schemes are attracting more entry-level buyers. Melbourne, demand is bouncing back after years of subdued growth post-lockdowns. Perth, affordable prices and strong economic growth have made it a standout performer. Brisbane continues to benefit from interstate migration, especially among younger families. In all these markets, confidence is underpinned by tight supply and strong population growth, creating a competitive landscape. Risks on the horizon. Despite the upbeat numbers, risks remain. Affordability concerns. Prices are climbing again, raising fears that first home buyers could once again be priced out in the near future. Debt levels. Australia already has some of the highest household debt-to-income ratios in the world. More borrowing could create vulnerabilities. Global economic uncertainty. A slowdown in China or rising global interest rates could spill over into Australia's economy. Supply shortages. Construction costs remain high, and new housing completions are lagging behind demand. If these risks materialize, today's confidence could give way to tomorrow's caution. The investor perspective. For investors, the surge in confidence means rental yield opportunities. Low vacancy rates are keeping rental yields attractive. Capital growth. With prices rising in key cities, capital appreciation potential is strong. Increased competition. Investors must now compete with a wave of motivated first home buyers. Foreign investors, particularly from Asia, may also see this renewed optimism as a green light to re-enter Australia's property market. How this fits into global trends. Australia is not alone in experiencing a housing confidence rebound. Similar patterns are visible in markets like Canada, where government support and immigration are fueling housing demand. US. Despite high mortgage rates, buyer confidence is rebounding in certain metro areas. Europe. Some markets like the UK are stabilizing after years of turbulence. Australia's surge reflects a global reality. People still view real estate as one of the most stable and rewarding long-term investments, even amid economic uncertainty. What's next? With the new 5% deposit scheme rolling out in October, analysts expect further buyer demand, particularly from young Australians eager to secure property. Key questions for the coming year include, will first home buyer momentum last, or is this a short-term spike? Can supply catch up with demand, especially in major cities? Will investor activity surge, further heating up competition? If confidence continues to rise, Australia may well see another cycle of strong price growth, with affordability challenges re-emerging as the central policy debate. Conclusion: Australia's property market is alive with energy again, fueled by first home buyer resurgence, policy support, and strong rental pressures. Confidence levels are soaring, but so too are questions about sustainability. What do you think? Are we witnessing the start of a sustainable recovery, or just another housing bubble forming? Would you jump into the market now or wait to see if the heat cools off? Share your thoughts below, because this surge in property confidence isn't just a number on a chart. It's shaping the future of home ownership for millions of Australians.